Now to our Sunday specials. The exploitation of women and teenage girls largely engaged in farming activities as means of livelihood is gradually becoming a disturbing phenomenon in the country, and the northern region in particular. In today's Sunday special, TVC News Correspondent Michael Oshomah examines the agony women and girls pass through while indulging in farming activities to sustain their families and make ends meet.
Agriculture is the mainstay of Yobe State's economy. Many residents who are majorly civil servants still engage in farming activities for their consumption. Others who are commercial farmers engage the services of men and women to work on their farmlands for a meager amount. This major roundabout, popularly known as cross, is a spot where young men and women wait to be picked by farm owners for hard labor. Every farming season, they converge here patiently, waiting to get daily paid job for them to survive. Musa Adu is a father of one. He tells me how he sustains his family with the token he gets from working on people's farmlands daily.
Farming is the only craft I learned from my parents since I was little as a child. I don't know any other job other than farming in my entire life.
This is another roundabout along Geshua Road where majorly women converge waiting for commercial farm owners to patronize them. Some women who are still nurturing infants are among the job seekers. I engaged them to find out why, and this was what they told me.
When we leave for farm labor in the morning, we don't return till 4 p.m. The farm owners pay us 500 naira daily. The farmer labor is of different types. At times, we are paid 500 naira. Sometimes, if we are lucky, we get 700 naira from morning to night. It depends.
They say their coming to the streets at this stage of their infant lives is due to poverty and to starve off hunger. Children are not left out of the hustle to survive. Afsat Umar is 10 years old, while Fatima Gimba is 12. They have come out hoping to be selected by farm owners in order to get stipends to cater for their siblings.
We don't have food items at home. Only my mother has been helping to feed us. I decided to come to the streets to seek for farming job to get money to support them at home. Things are very expensive these days. I came out to seek for labor in a farm so that I can get money to spend when going to my school. At times, they pay us 700 naira, while some pay 500 naira. My mother will collect the money, I realized. She will use it to prepare food for us at home.
Some citizens are worried at the large number of teenagers engaged in farming for money who on several occasions have been taken advantage of by the farm owners.
The entire agricultural labor force, like what you said, the commercial farmers, utilize women, including young women and adolescent and older women. They use them in the farm with a small token that is not even significant for them to even take care of their social needs.
Civil society organizations are worried that if this practice is left unmonitored by government, it might be a time bomb waiting to explode.
Primarily, the government needs to take be very intentional steps about ensuring that the rights, the dignity of women are protected. It also needs to put in practice the laws that we currently have, the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law with regards to gender-based violence, prevention, mitigation, and even response machineries had to be in place to respond to that. And then more on a broader picture, there has to be some poverty alleviation measures to be put in place to actually protect women from getting exposed to such.
Aisha Meina is a mother of 10 children. She says the death of her husband left her with no option than to come to the streets to survive.
500 naira, 700 naira. That's how they pay us here. After getting the money, I use mine to buy firewood to prepare food for my 10 children.
According to statistics available to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, over 70% of women work as farm managers and suppliers of labor. But in this part of the country, only few women are farm managers. This activist explains further why the roles of women are undermined in the agriculture sector.
Sometimes we mix up culture and religion. If the culture will stop the girl, a woman, to have access to land, then it should also stop her from accessing other people's land to farm. So in this aspect, I think you will know that the culture does not stop her to access, to go and farm in her own farm, but they deny her access to land. This is the problem. She cannot access land to go and farm by herself, but she will be used by other people to go and farm on their land and also farm for them without any significant reward.
These young girls do not go to school during the rainy season as they resort to farming as their only source of income to feed themselves. There is no doubt that insecurity in the Northeast has further declined the participation of women in farming activities within the region. The state and federal government need to design deliberate policies and think out of the box to nip the ugly menace of young girls being exploited by farm managers while giving them peanuts as wages after rigorous farm work. Michael Oshomah, TVC News, Damaturu, Yobe State.